everybody, it's Terry Crews, and I'm here with the other commentary with the crew.
It's Roy Cruz.
And this time, this is the final two of the preseason game between the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference.
This time, as we're ready to get this thing on, we're about to go against each other. As the Detroit Pistons are ready to take things on, and they'll be facing against the Dallas Mavericks at the American Airlines Center.
One of the biggest of the games here of Luka Doncic is one of our better ones of the EuroLeague takes. And he's taking on against the other team of the Detroit Pistons, that's Cade Cunningham. Is ready to show how it's done. And here are one of the groups in between. Detroit Pistons has brought Tobias Harris with the crew after finishing off with the Philadelphia 76ers. But this time, he'll have to see what his new team could be for the Detroit Pistons.
For the starting head coach, we have is for the Detroit Pistons, we have is Monte Williams. He's one of the better ones to have a take, as right now JB Bickerstaff is replacing with the new job organization for the Detroit Pistons. But as of right now, JB Bickerstaff is ready with the team, and he's ready to take things on. He's with Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Tim Hardaway Jr., Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren. These are our lineups for the Detroit Pistons on their visiting team.
And now for the home team, as we have the other side here for you, as Jason Kidd is the starting head coach for the Dallas Mavericks. Here also have as one of our biggest, Luka Doncic. He's with Kyrie Irving. Klay Thompson from the Golden State Warriors, now ready to join their team, with PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford.
And now for the commentaries, as we have the crew, I have the all stand by, as we have is me phone 4. He's along with the other commentaries of the crew, as right now Boomer is standing by, and also we have is the third commentary of the crew. I welcome you in, Pyramidi. Pyramidi is one of our biggest greatest Egyptian right now, but he's an object, so we welcome in for the 2K Sports.
We'll get you things started, and we'll see you all later, everybody, for the post-game show after this game.
Now get ready, get set, it's game time.
Let's do it!
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. Hey everybody, it's me, Phone 4. I'm at Dallas for tonight's game of the preseason on 2K Sports. I'm here with my broadcasting partner with Boomer, and the third commentary of the crew is Pyramidi. Tonight, as we see with one of the great matchups, it's the Detroit Pistons as they are facing against the Dallas Mavericks. Mavericks are one of the better teams here, as right now in an instant, they have been playing it all game long. And for them, they made it all the way to the finals. As right now, since the decades that they played, they haven't really made it all the way down to the finals after facing against the Miami Heat. Now your takes here, because we are ready to see what goes on. As right now, Luka Doncic is with Cade Cunningham. Daniel Gafford against Duren. Then it's Thompson. He's facing against Tim Hardaway Jr. Then PJ Washington against Tobias Harris. And finally, it's Irving. He faces on against Ivy. We all set and ready to go. It's that time to see what we've got. You know what bigger time is? It's going to be great epic. The battle of it is going to be everybody's game. So it's going to start things off. Let's hope that we can get there through. Cade Cunningham, a cover. Step back over Doncic. He's got a first bucket in. The last game we've seen this one before was the closest game. But the Hornets had took it over on against the Detroit Pistons, a 108 against the other game of 107. It was not always close at all. It was a heartbreaking out. How did this really turn out, you guys? It's easy right now, but you're sitting here for guys, right? The Hornets, they made this well with a hard strength. It's not always easy when they're starting to do something a little bit like it's a heavy breathtaking already. They just did not really see what goes on, but that really has been pushing it way too much. I never seen how much they were going to do, but they play it like that. Yeah, always the same thing. I just really never seen what goes in. But sometimes, the better thing that matches off, for some reason, I know it's going to be keeping it harder like it did. Not to be anybody, but that might be what their take is. It's going to be for everybody's goal. Here's Doncic, the driving step. The rebound here as Cunningham will hit a rebound for his first effort. Tobias Harris, after playing with the Philadelphia 76ers, his new contract has now been putting a run out to start things up. As right now, he's with the new team with the Detroit Pistons. Always easier enough right now because we've seen that last time after playing with the Philadelphia 76ers. There was a bigger take, but it's not always the easier way that they haven't started out that yet. But as they have been playing out here before, I know now they're going to get this one in between. Reporter from Alley LaForce as J.P. Bickerstaff has really been seeing this with a bunch of games in between. It was the effort that they take all their chances. But this time, it doesn't mean that what they started, they just had it all coming in to make it through clear impossible after rechecking it out to finish the season with the Cavaliers. Now he has a new job to take on? Let's hope there is. I say so. It can be like changing a possibility anyway, but that may not be what they want to do. Got to do something else if they can. Doncic against Cunningham. He has the pass again to Washington. Washington finds again to Doncic. Doncic with the fling, and he's fouled. Cade Cunningham on his first personal foul. First team foul for the Detroit Pistons. And now Doncic is at the free throw line. Chance for two. This is a play ball. But that they really seen what was going to happen next. I know it's going to be changing over again. They need to do something else to quick. First free throw coming up for the Dallas Mavericks. As Doncic is able to play with his better performance effort, it turned out to be a changing one by hero for the last part of a game in the postseason. He's hoping to do one of his best for this season. It's easy now. I'd really say Luka Doncic is really impressive. When I think about a star about him, Doncic has always been a perfect name for to be a magic moment. And to say about that, this is what they always do. Get it straight. Second free throw is good for Doncic. He's perfect out there. I was seeing things before here for Doncic, how he's been able to play it before. Now the effort is to take on anybody. Great D by Gafford as Cade Cunningham is unable to make the drive. Easier said than done right now. I mean, they're always going to be changing it big. Here's Irving. Chance for a sidestep play in the drive motion. Good take, but not enough to make a layup as it went too hard off the backboard. Ivy, step up for two. That's an error miss by Detroit. Doncic watching him. The pass now finds Gafford. Gafford switches around. Looks again to Doncic. Doncic passes it back to Gafford. Shooting over Duran. Shot! It's blocked by Duran. And Harris, will he get there through? And he's fouled. That'll be the first foul for Dallas as Gafford picks up his first. Tobias Harris at the free throw line shooting two. It doesn't seem to work out like that because that one was given up here too many times. You don't stand a chance, that's going to change it off. First free throw coming up for the Detroit Pistons with only 3:28 to go in the first quarter. Yeah, it's not playable when you do this. That needs to be a key setup. This chance is not taking anybody's possible. This needs to take a key motion to get it right. First free throw sits in for Tobias Harris. Gafford's checked out as Derek Lively the third is checked in. And to say about this, Lively the third has been playing it really well for this first game of every season, and now this is his second season with the team. I say so now. Derek Lively the third has been really he wanted to do it doubtfully. I'm sure enough he's going to take all his effort. But let's think about this. If you play it for Derek Lively the third, you know you would have an aggressive offense. I think the defense is also workable enough. The pass over now finding Irving. Irving give off to Thompson. Thompson to Washington. Looking in the middle. That won't drop in for the 2. Pass. Hardaway Jr. for 3. And he got it in that time. That's Hardaway Jr. with a number 2-pointer. Doncic, the pass over to Washington. Washington now finds again to Doncic. Wants to try to pick up a screen. Bounce pass back to Irving. Decided to give it over to Lively, and he will not get a backboard on it. Here's Ivy. Chance for the dunk. Will take a tie effort in for 9. It's an even game. Mavericks still trying to see what they can do to get back into it. Yeah, there is a bad habitation right now for Irving. He didn't get the pass over to Levy before. This is a big problem right now. Not even concerning what he was doing, but this needs to be done here fast. Washington scoops and drive, and he has a number 2-pointer. It's 11-9 game. Timeout call by Detroit. Only 2:15 left to go. They are up by 2. This need to make a better change, but they're going to need to see what they can do to try to step things up a bit. And if you're waiting for the regular season, we have your game start. That will be on December 7th. As the first game will be happening here between the first 2 in the matchup. Knicks versus the Heat. We start this game with a coverage here for the NBA2k Sports to get your things right on the line. And if you're into it, we've got another great new level to reach up for you. It's the SOB Gaming, premiering to get this thing started. That will be happening next summer season of the year in 2025 of August. Coming soon. And this will be a preview to show off the SOB Gaming. All games will be moved into the upper channel to the SOB Gaming. Catch all year round by watching the games in the playlist before they migrate to another channel. Substitution on the court, as we have the Pistons making new changes. As right now 5 players are checked out and 5 players are checked in. We have his Saucer, Beasley, Fonseca, and for the Mavericks, it all happens with Marshall. He's with Maxi Kleba, Dinwiddie, and Josh Hardy with the team. Hardy with the rebound after a miss by Detroit. Decided to give a lob to Lively. Saucer takes a ball steal. Spins the move. Dinwiddie on him. The screen. Rejects it for the step back 3. The bench pointer won't handle it in. The pass off to Marshall. He decided to give it to Lively this time. Nice on the take here. That will be the first 2 for the Lively to 3rd. And this is a better chance effort. I'm seeing things here as great things for Lively to 2nd. This might be a takeoff that he wants. Here's a 3 for Stewart. No good. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Dinwiddie trying to get right into the end zone. Kleba for 3. Off target on the range, and it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Fontecchio against Marshall. Holland for 3. That will miss it in. Oh, Lively! Rejects a shot! And it stays alive with a Detroit ball.
Is this what is coming right now? Derek Lively? I say that this rejection is going to make him turn everywhere that he has.
10 to shoot. Here's Saucer. Down to 6 on the shot clock. Holland. Give it back to Saucer. Time winding down. Nowhere to go. And that will miss the off target. First block of the game for Derek Lively, as he will now have it back again to Marshall. Marshall decided to give off to Hardy. Hardy. Give it over again to Kleba. The pass off to Lively. Lively. Layup. Good. That's a number 2-pointer for Derek Lively. And he has 4. Beasley. Watching it. Stewart for 2. That will drop it in, and it's a number 2-pointer for Detroit bench points. And Dinwiddie chance the effort for Hardy for the buzz beater, and it will not get it in time. That ends the first quarter. 15-11 is your score. We'll take a quick break as the second quarter coming your way next after this. It's perfect start. Why not this block? And the other block as well. Gonna take over if you want. And if you're just joining us here for the second quarter, we got your live coming up right in front of you as it's 15-11. Great start in between, but it's a little close game in between. Let's have your takes, guys, and how they done. Sure enough, I've been seeing things going in between well. How Doncic has been communicating with other players for two. I think the alley-oop was a little unsuccessful to make the touch. I guess you would say so. If something happens, it's going to be way too much to get there. We start off the second quarter. Powell filled up and set to go. Durant is with on D.Y. Powell. We on the other side we have is Doncic. He's with on Cunningham. Then from here we have is Durant on Ivy on Irving. Then it's Tobias Harris on P.J. Washington. And finally, here we have is Grimes up against on Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's a take to Washington. He decided. And the quarter, free for Doncic. He will get it in. Luka with his first three-pointer. And he has the first one to take on the start. There's a really good chance out there. Luka Doncic has been doing so well. I say that it's perfect enough when you start it. Foul tipped up on Washington. That'll be Spurs personal. And their first team foul for Washington to pick up for Dallas.
At the line for the Pistons, Cade Cunningham taking 2 shots.
First free throw set taken for Cunningham. One of the backstories of where we've seen things before. Parker Cunningham, he's really been seen after being in his hometown in Arlington, Texas, before transferring to Montverde Academy, Florida. He was definitely a 5-star recruiter among the top players in the 2020 class, major recruitings in service. But as a senior, it was definitely anybody a chance that they really are doing this. Not they always they wanted to play it like that, but that's how they can do it. Better ways than that. I say so for Cunningham, it's just like an easier way to make a change off. Better separation may not be the chance when you're going with, but that really stands out. They're really putting the effort on it if they want to get there. Here's Cunningham, cutting down, gonna drive. He has a number 2-pointer. It's 6 points in a game. With only 2 rebounds and 2 out of 5 field goals for Cunningham for Detroit. Oh, he's better up for this side. He has to watch himself when he's gonna go. Off to Grimes. And now over to D.Y. Powell. Wants to take the cut motion. To give over. He ain't a shot. Oh, what a pass for Irving after D.Y. Powell with the assist. Irving's got his second bucket of the game. Here's Harris sidestepping in, trying to beat over Washington. Step back for 2. And it's a no good. Nice defensive effort here for the Dallas Mavericks. The White Powell will give it again to Doncic. Doncic settling it in. Going for a scoop up. No chance here as this one is rebounded by Durant. Cunningham. Nice deep play by Doncic as he watches him closely. Step back over to Doncic. That's another miss by Detroit. They're shooting not really well percentage enough. This is really taking bigs and kind of dusted into everything. Just need to change things over. If they got to get moving, they got to keep playing. The pass over to Hardaway Jr. Hardaway Jr. trying to watch it screen. Play in motion, finding Harris. 5 to shoot. Looking over with the time being expired. And a great D by Doncic. Looks off to Washington. Washington gives it over now, finding it again to Doncic. Doncic. Receiving it out to Doncic. With the finishing drive. Got it to go. Doncic with 7 points in the game. He's moving in a muscle. That's how you do this thing. I say Doncic is just like doing so well. Ivy against Irving. Ivy stepping in. Harris for 2. No. That one's rebounded by Doncic. Here's Washington. Trying to give it over again. The pass, give it back to Irving. Looks to Powell. Up and drive. Good pass from Kyrie Irving. Powell with his first bucket. Just 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Looks out to Duran. Duran stepping in. Fading the shot. Cunningham for 2. He makes another rebound. They're going to give up, and he will get it in this time. Timeout called by Dallas Mavericks with 2:49 left to go in the first half. Playing so much big out there, there's going to be a lot of great takes if he gets it. So it seemed like that this is the only game that we have ever seen this matchup before. After the loss against by last season against the other team that played the most, the Houston Rockets, as they beat up against the Dallas Mavericks. And for Detroit, they won away. They won at Charlotte, beating against the Hornets. This wasn't really helpful at all as they played it really hard and concentration. This really made this one an easy proximity to give this one a great look. Better chances are it's anybody's game. Seems like slow. I say what Kate Cunningham is doing really good doing this, but this really needs to take all of it. And they really doing it so well. You know the playing effort it is? They gotta see what they can do to get right to it. I say so now. What they can do is Doncic against Cunningham. I think this matchup will take anybody for anyone. Coming up, we'll be having a halftime report as the 2K Sports are giving up to a crew for Shaq O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Ernie Johnson. That'll be all the games here in the first half. And what will the breakdown be before the Dallas or Detroit? I'll be coming up here later after the first half. Here's the status for Klay Thompson. With under 3 minutes to go, it's a 24-19 game. Gafford. Going in. Oh, the cut picked it up in. Another two-pointer for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford with his first bucket. The pass now finding again to Holland. Holland. Sidestep it. With the pass over to Sasser. Sasser finds Beasley. Holland for 3. He makes another miss. Hardy swings off to Lively. Trying to go with the inbound, and he had that drive. 6 points in the game. And it's going great look on the effort for his field goal percentage. He's really like up for everybody's been pressuring him there. Lively the third once and all. The pass back to Lively. This time he's throwing the gap hook. Step back. No good. Fontecchio with the rebound again. Now finding again to Sasser. Sasser right toward the middle. Pass to Holland for 3. Another miss for the Detroit Pistons. And Gafford is over now to Hardy. Hardy wanted to swing things up. Give over now finding Gafford. Backing over again to Lively the third. Give it Gafford. And there's a layup in. Lively the second. That's done it again. 4 points in the game for Gafford. Now the pass. Stewart for the outside. Got the triple range in, and this one cuts back down by 8. Hardy trying to look for an easy answer. He has the pass again to Lively. Lively swings again to Hardy. Hardy swings again to Thompson. Thompson. Give the pass to Gafford. Gafford stepping in. Fade a shot. Outside 3 for Lively. Got it. Up in a 3-pointer away. away as he has a first three-pointer to keep it on. 9 points in this game. You know what's easy now for Lively the second? Keep doing what you're doing. He's really got a time machine. Beasley no good for the three-pointer. Thompson with his own rebound. He has his first rebound of the night. Thompson settles things down to 10 seconds for the first half of the game. Try to give over to Lively. He will like to give it off to Thompson a chance and will not handle the shot. Last change up here as now coming on the court is Marshall. One shot, and that will do it. Great game so far. A 33-22 game as we reach the halftime. Now setting him by is Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
PJ Washington. PJ, what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not let them get easy routes to the basket, contesting their shots, rebounding, not let them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
All right, thank you so much. Time for halftime show. Be back after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They looked firmly in control in the second, carving out a healthy 11-point lead. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Mavericks?
Their efforts in the paint have really been big. Not so much from the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
Over to Kenny. What'd you think about Detroit?
Whatever they're trying to do on offense, it ain't working. If they have any chance of coming back in this one, it's going to have to be talent without discipline will never result in sustained success.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
You've been watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back to Dallas as we're starting the third quarter. As we got a great ones to take as Dallas is up ahead by 10, 33-22. Now to take over to Lively the second. He's been like a dominant to start on his field goal percentage. What do you think of that? Well, he's playing like that. Everyone's standing in the crowd for Derek Lively the second. This really is the takeover that he has ever done before. I love seeing this guy doing his performance. Let's hope he can do it again. Well, the same thing. And with that one being said, we start the group for the Mavericks. Doncic is with Kyrie Irving. Lively the second is with Klay Thompson. And PJ Washington, he's with the other team. For Detroit, we have is Cade Cunningham. He's with Honduras. Then we have is on the take Heartbreak Tim Hardaway Jr. And finally, we have is Tobias Harris. Look to pass again to Lively. Goes to Irving. Decided to do another step. Wanted to go some step here. Fade. Round him. No good. He has it back. Doncic for the three. That's another miss by Dallas Mavericks. Cunningham will have the pressure in, taking in. Cunningham watching him bound. Sidesteps it, step back, up and put. No good for Durant. Oh, this step back is not always easy enough. That one was a hard take that he had. Reporter from Allie LaForce. He's been talking to him. One of the better reasons for Tobias Harris as he's really been able to try to leave him out to beat. JB Biggerstaff is really letting Tobias Harris do the job. But it wasn't a day offer that he had done. Could this really have happened? This may not be what the question has done. I gotta say, Luka Doncic has been going so well, heartbreaking the pressure. Cunningham. Find Tim Hardaway Jr. Sidestep near the baseline. Good to go. Hardaway Jr. Two-pointer makes it in as it's a 35-24 game. And Doncic have a chance now finding Thompson. Thompson, back passes to Doncic. Doncic sidesteps it. Oh my! He has settled the game! As Doncic has 11 points. This is just unbelievable. I don't see what the stands now, but it's really gone pretty well out of Kobe's hand. Harris for the sidestepper. 2-pointer, no good. Lively the second with 2 rebounds in the game. Now he's over now to Doncic. Doncic. Give again to Thompson. Thompson decided to pick up a screen. Free to shoot. Doncic. Finish. Counter it. And it's off the line. Fouls picked up on Cunningham the second. And their third team foul for Detroit. This is really like how they done. Luka Doncic is like trying to fire this in boundary. I don't hush that crowd. I mean, oh my goodness. He's really like all over this right now. Can you believe how he's doing this? It's just the way he does. Yeah, I know. Would that be a thing if he don't do that for real? Not on my watch. You know what I say now, hear me folks? This really says that Doncic is putting up a working effort. This really is going over big. Substitution on the court are coming in. Washington and Lively the second are checked out as Kleba and Powell are checked in. Missed the second free throw. 1 for 2 at the free throw line, where everything else went totally the same. Watch out, Kate Cunningham with 2-hand dunk down. It's a 38-26 game. This might be closer than you think. Oh, just don't believe that. I know it's never easy at all. You don't stand the truth. The pass over now finding Doncic. Doncic. Swing it again to Kleba. Kleba, side step. For the 2, got it. Maxi Kleba with his first bucket in appearances in the preseason. Gabe Cunningham against Doncic. Settling it down. Finding Durant. Give again to Cunningham. Up the alley-oop pass, and it went over the back, and it went out of bounds. It changes to Mavs ball. A miscommunication for Cade Cunningham. Yeah, if you don't play it like that, that's a change-up. That's going to change somebody else if they can get that through. Sixers checked in for Cade Cunningham. And Hardy. Over now to Irving. Irving swings it over, now finding Hardy. The pass back to Kleba. Takes a step. That's good. Get it in. Kleba with his second bucket. Coming down to 3 minutes and a third. Ivy still trying to make a chance. Over there, Paris. Cut it down. He has been knocking it through. And here's Irving. He has again to Hardy. Going for the attack. That's an arm for Mavericks. Great setup play for the defensive effort. Nice D by Kleba. He has his own rebound. Now changes over to Hardy. Hardy trying to stay in. The screen from Maxi Kleba. And in bounds. And he got a one-hand dunk piece of it. Oh, just when you can't say it, Maxi Kleba. He just had that one slamming in. That's a crazy look. Saucer with nobody around. We'll have the three-pointer in this time. A 44-31 game. Down to 2 minutes left in the third. Hardy swings the pass over now, finding Thompson. Thompson trying to give over it again to Kleba. Kleba sets the pick over to Thompson. Thompson. Give to Kleba. Open look for Hardy. That rolls in and out. Hardy. Watching him. Hardaway Jr. Ball's loose. Well, picked up by Hardaway Jr. this time. He has another one tipped out. Ivy. Down to 4. Looking in. And that one takes a nice D for Maxi Kleba. Irving finds again to Powell. Give again to Thompson. Wrap around. Good to go. Klay Thompson with the second bucket. It's a 46-31 game. Doesn't mean there is another way that they can try to like keep on shooting. I don't see what it goes in. Layup, they did good for Tim Hardaway Jr. Another 2-pointer has picked it up. A 46-33 is the score. Irving seeks it up for Thompson. Thompson finds a pass over to again to Barty. Barty pass again to Thompson. Thompson wants to do it again. Yes, he does. He has his third bucket. Detroit Pistons trailing extension. Assistant Sussers takes a puck ball in. Now it's a 30 seconds in between a shot clock and game clock. Irving passes again to Powell. He wants to try to make a move out of it. And look at this play. D.Y. Powell has put a layup in. Never stands out again. D.Y. Powell. That's going to be a change-off. If you want to play it like that, you have to do what you get. Ivy, step back. 13 to shoot. Scanning the floor. Ivy, watching the time, coming down to expiration. Saucer, shot, good. That will end the third quarter. It's a 50-37 game, and we are underway to get your fourth quarter in action coming up after this. Mavericks has been one of the best teams in the Western Conference. Take a quick break and we'll get back to you soon after this. Not my only day if you want to be here. That's what I always say. Mavs roll, Detroit rule. Oh, said what you said. And a moment now to reveal the State Farm assist of the game. You know, bigger chances are I say that Luka Doncic has been able to do something really well. And better way is to Dwight Powell. He was watching his tip. And this time, to Thompson, I say he's doing really well. Keep it. Yeah, it's just pretty much to say. I mean, that's what they always do. Keep an eye on. Don't let it get away with it. And if you're hoping and enjoying this far, we have the fourth quarter coming in action. Ready to get started. All groups are lined up, are set, ready to go. Doncic has been fine on Jared Ivey. McCullough Beasley with Marshall. That's Duran in center. Monticello in small forward. And of course we have the other side of it is Duran. Doncic watching the step. Will not take the shot in this time. As it's now Fontecchio with the ball. Give over again to Ivy. Ivy, 2-point. Give it back. Holland, no good. Washington, the second rebound of the night. Looks now to find Doncic. Doncic steps back again to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie, step for 2. That one just missed off the angle. Malik Beasley against Dinwiddie. Watching here is Ivy. Get back to Beasley. Gafford on in. Oh, there's an alley-oop. That one just made in the cut in the paint. And it's Duran with the dunk in reverse. I've never seen what I see when that goes in before. This really is not making anybody that gets out of the way. This really needs to be out there one motion at a time. Motion play. Here he goes to Dinwiddie. Gafford got it back this time. He has 6 points. Tried to get to Spencer Dinwiddie, wasn't high enough to get right to it. But thanks to Gafford, he got it going. Oh, that was just another makey play on Duran. They're trying to pull it back down. It's not over yet. Don't lose your effort, just give it all. Dinwiddie in quarter. Pass now finally get to Doncic. Doncic stepping inbound. Step back. Barney Marshall. sidestepper for three. And we have a foul that's whistled on Gafford. That'll be the second personal. And this one will change things up here as Kate Cunningham is back on the court, subbing in for Ivy. You know, problem doesn't happen with, of course, of Daniel Gafford. He has to watch where his step is. This one is almost causing a foul on this point. Just can't play it like that. Another foul for Dallas. That's his third personal for Daniel Gafford.
Shooting for Detroit, Hollow. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Misses the first free throw. He will get the second free throw in. Here's Doncic. Trying to close this same game out. He has it out of Washington. Up and set. Misses again. Gafford passes again to Dinwiddie. 4:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. And Doncic stepping drive. Got it again. Doncic with 14 points in the game. It's a 4:20 to go. Everybody's still loving Doncic. He doesn't play what you do. You don't say what happened. You give it effort. Diamond play. Oh, Gafford! Denies a shot. Turns the other way. This one's just been blowing out. Wow. Here's another one for Washington. Washington stepping over. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here it is. One-on-one opportunity. And he got enough room. Hey, Cunningham bringing the team back down by 10. Trying to watch his step on. Washington. In corner. Marshall. Give over to Monticello. And this one misses again. Fontecchio to Cunningham. And Cunningham slams it down. Keeping the guys on the prize as he has 12 points in this game. And Fontecchio with this another assist again. Oh boy, listen to this. This needs to be doing here quickly. They can't let him lose it again. The passover now finding Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie. Give again look to Marshall. Overlook to Gafford with a shot, and he had it through. Another 2-point for Daniel Gafford. And this time, it's another timeout for Detroit Pistons. This really is never letting it slow down. How could they do this? They're just putting it everywhere, and they're trying to let someone get out of the way. Yeah, it's just only the easier one out. They're nothing. I say so now, dear Mr. Pyramidi. They're really letting them play big. I just made it say, sure, but they just keep on doing it. So we're coming down to the 2-minute mark. Coming up will be the post-game show as you got eyes on the prize here for Terry Crews and Roy Cruz. You're about to be showing up what's going on and hear how they have done in this part of the game, which is how incredible that is. We're about to be seeing you to keep your eyes peeled. So that'll be all the games here to keep your eye on. Post-game is coming up next. And with the last game, stay tuned. We have the last one here for you. So that'll be determined and find out what will it be. The last game of the preseason before regular season. Alright, time now to present your New Balance Player of the Game. And New Balance Player of the Game goes to Luka Doncic. It's really meant to be what they're saying. Luka Doncic is one of the magic moments that he has ever been playing. All eyes on key, got everything. You know, simple house that. That's what Doncic has really been playing it for. Really easy enough to make that one 7. The skill. is for everything. Detroit down by 10. Reporter from LA LaForce, Doncic has been doing so well to keep the eyes on strength. Now we know about that. Derek Lively II will appreciate him with all of his accomplishment effort. It's just a way that Doncic has been playing with this cover many years ago. But now he's thinking he wants to give it all what he can do and bring appreciation to that. I'll be all for anything for Luka Doncic. He has another point. That's 16 in the game. Cunningham. Cutting middle. Oh, what a one-hand dunk down. Here's Doncic. They give off look to Irving. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter of the regulation.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Looks over to Doncic. Up and in. He goes up with a dunk. Luka does it more. 18 points in the game. This really makes it saying that Doncic has been showing you how it's fighting the pressure. I say now, go with it. Cunningham, step back. Nothing for this time for Cunningham as Kefford with his 6th rebound of the night. He's over now to Doncic. And he does it again. Now it's 20 points in the game. Scoring leaders in between them, Cunningham and Doncic. You know how ever playable? I know now. That's another miss by Detroit. Doncic settling it down. That's a pass to Washington. Washington finds again to Thompson. Look again to Washington. Open overhead pass to Kefford. No good in a two-pointer. Down to a final minute in the regulation. And Harris will finish that drive.
Assistant, Ivy.
Ivy with the assist. Doncic trying to show it off how he can do by Kefford. Pass again to Washington. Washington gives it over now, finding Thomas Thompson. Open look. No good for the three-pointer. Second to last possession for Detroit. Ivy. Open look. And one and done. Knocks Kefford down the court. Coming down to a 40-second mark. Doncic showing their fan with their appreciation. Passes to Irving. Back to Doncic. And again to Washington. Finishing. And well, that will miss an effort. Final possession for Detroit Pistons. 3 for Cunningham. And that one will miss the target. And that's going to do it. Final score 62 to 52. Mavericks win for their preseason in the home game. And this one was a better taken effort. It is a better game than 6.
I already said that before. That really turns it off.
You know how it happened? I say now, it's going to take everyone's effort. They're doing it so hard on effort. And it's now sending you down to the courtside. We have Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
I'm here now with Clay Thompson. And Clay, congratulations on the win. How satisfying is it winning games in front of this devoted crowd?
Well, we always want to put on a show for our fans. They deserve it. We show up every single night. And it's just fun to protect home court.
One of the best places to play in the league, no doubt. Thanks, Clay.
All right, Ellie, thank you so much. And that about wraps it up here, folks. Well, along with Boomer and Pyramidi, this is me, Phone 4, and Ellie LaForce with the Sideline Core. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. So long, everybody. Alright, me phone, thank you very much. And with that, well, this game has been like turning a tremendous on our play. Do you know how this happened here, Roy? I say so. It's like a change off of the bigger gameplay, scheduling, tightness on a range. I mean, this is like a better taken effort. Here's how you did with the total statistics in the game here by comparison. 56 for the field goals for Dallas Mavericks. Both guys had 3-pointers in between to even up the range, but one was 43 and the other one was 23. Then it was the field free throws that had 83% for the Detroit Pistons, with 15 fast break points. Points in the paint was 46 for Dallas. Dallas just gotten pretty well with the bench points with 19 and assists for 22. Only 4 second chance points was Detroit Pistons. And it was 9 defensive rebounds for Detroit, 28 for Dallas Mavericks, 3 steals for Detroit Pistons, 2 blocks for Dallas Mavericks. 1 turnover has been turning with 4 points up for Detroit. 2 team fouls with Detroit with 8 dunks. 16 and 16-12 is the time possession and biggest lead for Dallas Mavericks, only leaving 2 timeouts remain in the game. Not bad. It's a crazy regulation. I was seeing it before, but how this is going to change out. Well, it's just what they always do. I mean, you know what happened? They get that one here big. I sure do so. Now it's time to present your 3 star players of the game. Alright, I'm on the other side right now. Let's see what we got. Third star, as we start things over, as we're getting things on settled, we've got great ones to take. As Jalen Duren has made 10 points with 10 rebounds. He only made 1 block in the game, and this one has only 5 out of 8 field goal range. Only 10 performance effort and 2 dunks. That was just the effort, no match to tell. The second star player, as we go over to the other way, and this one gives a good whack out of a chain for the point guard positions to keep on flying. It's Cade Cunningham. 14 points in the game. He only had 3 dunks. After playing position of the angle with 20 performance effort by point guarding positions. 3 rebounds with 3 assists and 2 steals has been given. 6 out of 17 field goals and not a 3-pointer with anybody that gets in the way. It was just all happened for Cade Cunningham keeping it over by Doncic. And speaking of which, Cade Cunningham for 2, Doncic in 1. For a New Balance player of the game with 20 points, 6 rebounds, 8 out of 14 field goals with 1 3-pointer, and 3 out of 3-pointers were missing off 3 out of 4 free throws with 20 performance effort and 1 dunk performed. Better takes than that. Doncic knows the rule, and that's how it takes anybody's game. Well, I say so now. I mean, I know about Doncic has been doing so well. Point guards can't get away with that. You betcha. And that about wraps it up here, folks. We have 1 more game left to go, and this one will be it for completion of the preseason of the NBA 2k25. Don't go anywhere as we have your next game underway shortly with you. And this time, the last 2 games we have is the Chicago Bulls facing against the Memphis Grizzlies at United Center. That'll be up in Chicago, Illinois, to keep your eyes on appearances. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out for a while as the NBA 2K Sports of NBA 2k25 dial. This is Terry Crews along with Roy. See you next time. Good night in Dallas.
If you don't, somebody will.